All right, send Adeline in there. See if they want to trade anything. Okay, they do. Free block there. First Adeline down, next one in hand. And we get back the reinforcements on our upkeep with Gisa. Okay, enters the battlefield. We do get extra 1/1s. Welcome back, I'm Dr. Ruckus, and today we are playing ORZHOV Aggro and Ranked Aftermath Standard, trying out Jirana Dauntless General, a 2-mana 2/2 legendary creature human soldier. When she enters the battlefield, exile target player's graveyard. Okay, nice little upside there, but mainly you can sack her and all humans you control gain hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. Cool. One, just at a base case, it does allow you to protect the Cathar, which is nice because this thing gets picked off early. So having something like Skrelv on 1 or Malira on 2, in this case we have Jirana on 2 to protect Cathar, makes the Cathar that much better. It also gets you some interesting scenarios where you could attack with all your creatures and normally trade 1 for 1, but this means if your opponent blocks and tries to trade, you can just make all your stuff indestructible. Similarly, we're also trying out Gisa, which also puts the opponent in a weird position to block. She's a 4-mana 4/4 legendary creature. She's also human, so just decent body in general. If a creature an opponent controls would die, exile it instead. At the beginning of your upkeep, put all creature cards exiled with her onto the battlefield under your control. They gain decayed. So similarly to the Jirana, if you attack all, if they don't block, they take a ton of damage, but if they do block, then you get all of their creatures that died back onto your side of the battlefield next turn, which I think is cool. And since they have decayed, you know they're going to die after they attack, so instead of attacking, you can also use them to convoke and get a very pricey Knight Errant of Eos off and, you know, get a couple 2, 3, or 4 drops into hand. So that's the deck. If you want to support the channel, just watch the whole video to the end. Enjoy the gameplay. Let's dive right in. On the play, looks pretty good to me. Dark Noble, very dramatic name. The Silver Dragon, a blue eyes white dragon, if you will. It is what it appears to be. Though it's got like a goatee. I don't think the OG blue eyes has a goatee. It was this unique alien-esque artwork. Soldiers. I mean, Thalia's pretty good 2-drop, certainly gets in there easily. The OG blue eyes, man. Those are the good old days. Alright, pump the squad. No good attacks, though. We'll probably go ahead and Cathar their veteran. Continue to name human. We don't have to. We could wait till they Cathar. We could Cathar their Cathar. I like that a little bit better. Let's go Adeline here. Get a free 1/1, they most likely chump block, but sometimes people forget. When the board gets really wide, it's easier to forget that these 1/1s sneak in, so it's worth the habit to get them in there. Oh, do they want to trade the veteran for Thalia? No. I would have been down to do that. Alright, so if they Cathar here, we can Cathar their Cathar. Whereas if we Cathar, they can Cathar our Cathar. So something to keep in mind in this type of mirror-esque matchup. Okay, they're getting in there. We could block. How do we feel if they use their Aganjo? This must be an Aganjo, right? I think we can go no blocks here. We're gonna hit them pretty hard. It's interesting. Let me know in the comments. Would you block there and trade Adeline for an Aganjo plus a frontliner or not? We're also on the play. Do nothing. So they still have the Aganjo. We can't even Peacekeeper it. Okay, so they're really committed to this Aganjo plan. We don't have to give them the Adeline though. We could take the entire turn to Knight Errant. Means we only get a 2-drop, but it's kind of interesting. We could also Peacekeep here and just not attack, or attack just with Thalia. I'm fairly confident they have the Aganjo. They do, but we're gonna waste their entire turn. So they'll go land Morel. So I guess we'll name Morel here. All this stuff is bad though. Morel's brutal. Everything's brutal. And so they can't actually Odawara, it's too expensive. If we do nothing, they waste their entire turn, which is kind of funny. I guess that's worth it, over throwing away the Thalia. So we'll go no attacks. Alright, well, they wasted an entire turn, and we got to play a 3-drop. Does that leave us net ahead? It's got to, right? We keep them off their Morel turn, but they play the Skystrike Officer, now they can draw extra. So this is our Magic Cathar turn. And a frontliner. Land isn't bad. I think we have to Cathar the Officer. I don't think there's a choice there. It's got to get done. If they want to tap things, they can tap them now. Then we get to swing in for a lot. And then the question is, what do we do with the Knight Errant? If we just do this, we could potentially... How do we feel if they block the Peacekeeper? Peacekeeper's not great. Maybe it's just Adeline this turn. Then we could still play Knight Errant after combat. Could be very good. The double block, that's also fine with us. I mean, they need many creatures to get the Harbin value and the Morel value, so it's not that bad for us. We can still Knight Errant for 3. Okay, the next veteran comes down. Probably the Harbin as well. And they could play back both frontliners and still just win on the spot. Oh, that's brutal. That's absolutely brutal. So that basically prices us into... I hate that. I hate that so much. That basically prices us into digging with the Knight Errant to go get the next Cathar to kill the Harbin. Otherwise, we just lose on the spot. That's what I hate about this deck, is that it doesn't matter what your opponent's doing. If you just Harbin and attack all, you can just win and just completely ignore what your opponent's doing. Okay, so we have to Knight Errant here for 3, and then have 3 mana left over, and we have to hit the Cathar. That's the only way to do it. Otherwise, we just lose on the spot. Okay. So we have 3 mana open, and it is the Cathar, so we do survive here. We get 2. I'll take both Cathars, I guess. Just keep all their stuff off the board. So we actually get there. We get rid of the Harbin, which had to be done. Otherwise, you know, they unearth both these and attack in the air for God knows how much. Definitely lethal. Definitely lethal, though. It's crazy how hard we have to try just to keep up with this deck. Like, we have to play perfectly around the Aganjo. We have to perfectly answer the Harbin on time. It's insane. This deck is so good. 5th land. Okay, they get to Cathar, our Cathar now. We have the next Cathar, though. So we'll run it back, baby. Oh, no, they still just unearth? No, they can only attack with 4. All right. It's not over yet. Oh, that's a good draw. I like that. Let's begin here. Thank you. I mean, take that back. And they scoop. Yeah, fuck you, dude. Fuck soldiers. Ugh, let's go, baby. Let's go. On the draw, I think we'll try this out. Ideally, we hit a 2-drop soon, but we'll see what happens. It's soldiers, isn't it? It is. Okay, well, there's a 2-drop. Hey, I just got this new alternative art. I've never seen this before, but I figure if I play this card all the time, I might as well try out a new art. I don't know if I like it better. It looked cool in the store or in like the deck builder, but I don't even know. I don't even know when this came out. Harbin on 2, okay. Oh, that might be a Cathar target for us. Name human here. And get our first striker down. See if we can block the officer. See if they Cathar us on 3 immediately. Just in the air, I like that. So no Cathar this turn. Hold up a mana, probably to flash in the reinforcements, though we don't know for sure. I think we are taking the Harbin here. There's stick, see if it's the counterspell version or the flash reinforcements version. Look like it's the flash reinforcements version. I'm okay with that as long as we have their Harbin. And we're not going to block. They're going to flash in the 1/1s. If they pump squat, we're going to go no attacks here. If they flash in the 1/1s and then go Valiant Veteran and pump the entire board to 2/2s and we have no good blocks, it's going to feel really bad. So we'll keep back the first striker. Alright, Veteran's going to make them bigger every turn. Could be a 3/3 as soon as next turn. Passes. We hit land, or rather we hit the initiate. I think it's Adeline this turn, plus the initiate. I don't know that we need to throw away Thalia. So I think it's just this. Next turn we could Knight Errant, or I think we might Gisa, and then start sending Adeline in there. And if they block, they're in this weird situation where we get their creatures if they die. Alright, there comes the pump squad. They can make someone a 4/4 get in there. It's you. No blocks this turn. Oh, they don't want to trade either. Interesting. Alright, well here comes the Glorious Resurrector. Let's see how this card does. At some point we could do nothing and try to do the Cathar flip, but we don't have enough cheap creatures to do that yet. Oh man, so they hold stick here, so they have the next flash reinforcements. That's going to be so much damage. We could tap out and cast this thing, but that would be a good way to die quickly. What's that song that's on TikTok? It's like, dumb ways to die. Yeah, be tapping out for this guy. All right, send Adeline in there. See if they want to trade anything. Okay, they do. Free block there. First Adeline down, next one in hand. And we get back the reinforcements on our upkeep with Gisa. Here comes the flash. All right, let's see how devastating this turn is. If it's another veteran, you know, pump the entire board veteran, that'd be very bad. All right, they might take the turn off to draw. They can go get a Cathar here, which would be annoying. We might get some interesting Gisa power here off the Knight Errant. You know, if it's this cast, what happens? Put them onto the battlefield. When it enters the battlefield, all right, we might get a double trigger here then. Land for turn, and they also have a follow-up of Skrell, which could make something unblockable. But we have 2 colors on the board. Okay, enters the battlefield. We do get extra 1/1s. More land is okay too. So I definitely want to play the Knight Errant. And convoke 3, basically. Yeah, I think that's the play. Convoke, and we're probably not going to block. We're definitely not going to block with the Cathar. So we'll convoke like that, pay 2, still have 3 mana open to play our next Cathar. Okay, Jira's interesting. That gives us really good attacks, kind of. Underdog could suicide in every turn, which is also kind of interesting. But this allows us to double spell this turn. We might want to start flipping off the Cathar back and forth, especially since we have Hexproof now. But we have enough mana. Okay, we'll take these. But now that we can give everyone Hexproof, that's really indestructible. That's really interesting. Sure, we can exile your graveyard. That doesn't matter at this point. I don't think we burn the indestructible now, because we need Hexproof to save our Brutal Cathar. So no attacks this turn. And they start drawing infinite cards off the Sky Strike Officer. It's so bad. I hate that card so much. Otherwise, we were doing great, but now they get to draw like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you know, like 2 to 3 cards per turn for free. Fuck, dude. I hate that card so much. We're out here trying to freaking get Gisa the Glorious Protector on, and they're drawing 3 cards per turn. I hate that shit. Character goes, they make a 4/4. My move. Initiate. So we can get the Knight Errant in there for free, and then I guess do nothing. Flip to Night Side, try to flip next turn. I think that's our only play here, really. We can attack here because trading is okay with us right now. Trading is pretty good for a number of reasons. Reduces their card draw. We get things back with Gisa if they don't block with tokens. They take the trade again. Okay, we get the next Gisa trigger then. And yeah, we have to keep Jirana around for Brutal Cathar. Okay. Okay. It's hexproof and unblockable, but that doesn't do anything. All right, we're doing nothing this turn. Flip the Night Side. And the opponent gets to draw 3 cards here, which is great. Sorry, 2 rather. Yep. Favorite card in the game. Flip to Night Side though. We can double spell this coming turn, take the freaking Sky Strike Officer. We'll get back the reinforcements off the Gisa, which is also kind of interesting. We haven't hit any of our own Pump Squad effects. Oh no, the Brute isn't a human anymore, so Jirana can't save it. I'm not going to highlight it with my cursor, but I did not realize that until it flipped. It's now a werewolf. Okay, well, we'll see if they hit the Cathar. Not yet. Okay. If they double spell for us, then we get to flip back naturally. That'd be quite nice. Move to combat. Alright, 3/3. Hit us in the air for 3, make a free 1/1 blocker. I hate this card. If you want to get to Mythic, just spam soldiers. You'll be okay. Alright, but now we flip. We get to take the freaking Sky Strike Officer. Oh, we can't even do that because Skrelv gives it hexproof. Is there any way around that? No. Land is not it. All of this is pretty brutal. I really don't think there's anything we can do. I mean, Adeline's massive, which is nice. Underdog is fine. It's a suicide bomber, basically. So again, we'll flip here, but they'll just give hexproof anyway, so it doesn't matter. We could do some weird suicidal attack here. If we attack with the Brute and the Guardian... Oh, we still can't save the Brute, so that's not acceptable. Yeah, so there are no attacks. There are no good attacks here. Take another draw. We can take the Skrelv with this Brute, though. They hit the Cathar finally. Luckily, we're going to flip back to Dayside here, so we can survive the first flip. And they get to draw. They get to draw. And draw again. Yup. Okay, so we have to take Skrelv here, because anything else just gets hexproof anyway. So goodbye. And if they have double Cathar, we just lose. Oh, actually we'll be okay, because they can't Cathar at instant speed. So the first Cathar will give hexproof, and then the second Cathar comes down, we'll still have hexproof. Alright, they try the first round. Yeah, I bet you want that Harbin back. Okay. Humans hexproof and indestructible, so we survived the first round this turn. They can't stop that. So that fizzles. 4-4. Alright, continue to swing in for free for 3 damage every turn. The clock ticks as the flyer obliterates us. Down to 9. We're doing our absolute best here. It has not been enough thus far. We need a single pump squad effect. We need it now. It's not it. Well, they'll definitely chump or trade the Adeline this turn. I mean, yeah, you can get in there. No one else has good attacks, really. They'll just trade one of their infinite creatures for it. Trade there, okay. We don't get the Gisa trigger because it is token. Take the draw. Alright, Trespasser. Okay, we're slowly just losing by a massive amount at this point. I think at any point in time, even though we are playing the inferior deck to the number 1, what I think is probably the best of 1 deck here, if we had hit any of our pump entire boards, I think that could have been massive, and I think it could have been really cool to see Gisa pop off. You know, we make everyone 2/2s or 2/1s or whatever swing in, and anything they trade with, we get back next turn with Gisa. That's kind of like the plan here. But we're just getting bashed over the head. So I'll give it one more turn, and then we'll scoop. But yeah, this is my least favorite deck to play against because the Skystrike Officer is just so good. Too good in any kind of similar matchup. The ability to just sit there and outdraw your opponent is unparalleled. And then that's the Harbin. So that's I'm not gonna stick around for that. It's not worth my time. On the play, man. I mean, we really need an untapped land. I'm still gonna try it. But we need a land of some sort by turn 3, or just a sitting duck. It is soldiers again. We don't hit the land. Hello. I don't feel like saying hello to you if you're playing soldiers. But you're not. You're playing the last day of the Bankbuster. Nice. Cool. We hit the 3-drop. That's quite good. Probably Peacekeep. What are they doing on 3 in Azorius Control? They could Ossify. We can take them off Ossify here. We could also name the Peacekeeper. Yeah, so there's the Ossify. Smite's interesting. But it's probably just Ossify for now. Okay. So then I want Elspeth Smite. Unfortunately, we can't really get through that 3 damage target attacking, so we'll get Adeline down, because you can at least get in there. No attacks this turn. They take the draw, then this coming turn they ossify the Adeline, maybe, for 4. Then they can... We might get in with a Peacekeeper attack. Not sure. A lot of blue mana. They're a little bit bottlenecked on double white, but they do nothing here. Huh, maybe they have double smite? We'll just send you in there. Might have double smite here. Not sure. No, they don't have double whites. 3 damage, but you're out of white. They might have forgotten they're out of white. That's really weird, right? Should have played other creatures before combat to get the extra damage off. And the draw. Yeah, I guarantee they have 2 Elspeth Smite in hand, and they forgot to play land. And we didn't play creatures before combat, so we'll play everything out here and hit them as hard as we can before they farewell. If they hit the second white, they haven't hit second white yet. They deluge now to hit that next white, so they're going to farewell on time, but let's see if they hit the land drop now. They really need to. They do. All right, so they're all set up, and we're pretty sure they have Elspeth Smite in hand. Well, not useful in this matchup. We'll take our Scry. Enlist with you. They might smite if they want to save life. Otherwise, they'll just set up to play farewell this turn. Yep, there's the second smite. They're just missing the white mana source earlier. And I think they almost certainly sweep this turn. So who's a good follow-up? Hexproof and Indestructible is not bad. Even Adversary is not bad. I think we just keep both these on top. Both better than land. Okay, opponent eats it, drops to 5. We'll do nothing here. Get ready for their sweeper turn. Flip to Nightside. Sunfall, exile everyone. And they still have... Didn't they have Farewell in hand? Oh, they binned Farewell? What happened to that card? Gain a life. Okay. I think we double spell. Yeah, we can exile your graveyard. That's great. Get rid of Deluge. Play the Cathar. Double spell, so we flip back to Dayside. Sunfall again. Hexproof and Indestructible does not help us here. Probably Protector this turn. Just a 4 mana 4/4. They do have the Ossify ready anyway. They take the draw and slip away. Yeah. Then they can Teferi and draw extra cards every turn. Yep. And they still have 2 mana open to power up the next, the Incubator, the 5/5, so that's probably about all I need to see. They get in there, accrue the Bank Buster, they turn the corner, swing for 9. So we can Cathar the 5/5, but I need to see a really good top deck here. They can plus and untap one of these, but I wonder if they just minus. They shouldn't think we have haste unless they think we play the underdog. They do plus. Yeah, that's out of range there. That's not it. We can play this, we can take their 5/5, but I think them just drawing off the Teferi every turn is probably enough. They do have 2 mana here. I mean, they can't make Despair, so I wonder what they're thinking. Oh, they can casualty the make Despair? Yeah, I'll scoop. It's fine. We're not going to win that game. We keep going, but they'll just get too far ahead off the Teferi draws. Ayo, on the play with a 1-drop. Let's go. And the initiate on 1. Dave Grolsch. Okay. Maybe that's the guy's real name. I don't know. Is this a reference to a book or movie or something? I have no idea. Probably just the Vanguard here. Swing for 2. Maybe the Underdog would have been even better, actually, because then you could roll the initiate next turn. When tap lands. And we could Knight Errant this turn. I think I'd rather just curve out. Don't think there's any stick. I don't think they're gonna, Eat 4. I don't think they have a Leyline Binding. Stomper. Okay. So it's that deck. We gotta win real soon. They can't block yet, though. Tap land comes in. It's a lot of Knight Errants. I think we're swinging as hard as we can. Except we'll play you out for... I don't want to auto-tap you. You're not going to auto-tap me, right? We'll take you out of the mix. Auto-pay for 4. Just keep as much pressure on as possible. Hey, we hit a 1-drop. That's not too bad. Swing with everyone. Grow the initiates. Down to 4. So I need the sweeper this turn. And they need the land drop if it's Sunfall. And they don't have it. So we win because we're amazing at this game. Okay. All right. Thank you for staying to the end. If you enjoyed today's video, please drop a like, a comment, and a subscribe. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next one.